Hi everyone, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Amber.
And we're
Witches Talking Tarot.
And today we're going to be talking all about Samhain energy and how it can affect divination and how it just feels. And
It gives fun readings.
it
It
does!
does. It brings forth some fun energy. I will never. Now, I think in person readings, I always have amazingly fun energy, but something about the excitement of Halloween night really gets the blood pumping with folks. One of my first in person Samhain readings, this woman was all over. And I was like, okay, honey, you gotta back off. And I did a reading, and then she and her man went away. She was obviously on some substance.
You told me about this one.
Yeah, I'm doing another reading for this guy, and it's great. It's the energy's flowing. We're having a great time. And this bitch comes back and launches herself over the guy I'm reading to jump at me behind over the table. And people have to hold her back.
Was she? Why?
I said to the guy I was reading, I said, I'm really sorry about that. I'm so confused right now. I don't know if she's trying to fuck me or fight me. And he goes, I think it was the first one. 100% think it was the first one. Because she was grabbing, I had on a nice push-up
Did
top.
you say something rude to her?
Oh, no.
She would be perceived as rude?
Oh, no, she wanted to fuck me. She was trying to, yeah, she was just on some intoxications. And she launched across, and I was like, this is absolutely wild. And from that moment on, I was like, I will always do the Monster Ball. Always. That was my first year at the Monster Ball.
Oh, wow. I remember that story, yes.
Yeah. I was so afraid. I thought she was acting a fool because her boyfriend was trying to get his hand in my tip jar. Oh, no. She was trying to initiate, I think, a threesome. I'm not sure.
Hey, we saw you from across the way.
Right. We saw your tits from across the way because, they were on display. Because I figured it was my first Halloween event. I had one of those, at the top that, it does the star.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I love them.
I love them. Mm-hmm. And I happened to have one. And so I was like, yes.
The energy around Samhain when it comes to readings is so funny. I had just told you this. I know that I did. I was yelling at my children. I was trying to do a reading, and my kids were running amok. And as I'm shuffling with my cards that I'm coming to find are my ancestor cards. They are the direct, talking to the ancestors with these cards. And they are also my most peculiar cards. So before I use them, have to cleanse the space. I have to. Sometimes you can just pull out a card.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah. Space has to be fucking cleansed. They have to be cleansed after every fucking reading because they don't want, and I quote, that dirty ass energy. They do not want that shit. And if they do not want to be read, they'll say, "Get the fuck away from me! Don't touch me."
Yeah,
it is.
I love cards that talk.
Yes, they are the first ones that legit talk directly to me, and it's because it's the ancestors. So I'm shuffling with my ancestor deck, and I'm like, "Can you guys calm the fuck down?" Boom, understanding comes out, and I'm like, "Don't fucking play with me, Grandma." I know you're just calm down, be understanding. They're just kids. Mm-mm.
I love that because I was giving you a reading from my grandfather deck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that apparently is my ancestral deck. I've never had an ancestor deck before.
Me either. This is my first time, but it's like a direct line.
I mean, a direct line is nice. I've never had cards that acted as a conduit. I just talk to my ancestors all the fucking time. But they got fucking jokes in these cards. Legit, they have jokes in the cards. But I was wearing a bracelet that was my grandmother's. My mom gave it to me. It was my grandmother's. It was an ancestral bracelet to her because it was either her mother's or her grandmother's. Mm-hmm. And I'm shuffling the cards for Maddie, talking to who I now call Grand Patty, because one of his nicknames was Patty because he was an Irish immigrant. Anyway, He goes, I remember that bracelet, and Mama Esty, who wore it as well, was like, yeah, I remember wearing it. And I was just like, that is the craziest shit.
It's insane.
And that reading was fucking phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I love me. I'm really doing some personal growth in my spirituality lately.
Yeah.
And it's been really nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's been really nice. I've been working a lot with dragons. Dragons are closely connected with the ancestors, man. I mean, in a lot of Asian cultures, every family has a dragon. Yeah,
you told me that.
mhm.
I love that. I always have dragons in my tea leaf readings.
Mhm.
And I do attribute that to Velas
Mhm.
because his aspects as a shapeshifter are he is a dragon when he is guarding the waters of the underworld.
Mhm.
And I often have horses in the cup when I'm doing tea leaf readings, which I attribute to Marsana because she is the nightmare. Mare, as in horse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well, but she is the nightmare in the way you think of
Okay.
it, but also one of the legends about her is that like she comes riding up to your window on a horse to give you nightmares. She is the nightmare.
Mhm.
I think it's kind of cool. Anyway, like after I did that reading I told you about at Mavon where the cup had so many horses in it, I said, "What is your name, Ford?" And this bitch goes, "It's Al Ford." And I was
yes,
like,
you
fuck,
told
you're
me
kidding
that.
me.
Oh my god, you did tell me that.
She showed me her fucking ID because, like,
You didn't want to believe it.
It's not that I didn't want to believe it. I did not want her to show me. Like, I wasn't serious. I was kidding when I said, "Show me your ID." You know, because like you
Right.
say stuff like that, right? Because like
absolutely.
I was kidding when I said, "What is your name, Ford?" And then she's like, "It's Al Ford," and I'm like,
hilarious.
"Bitch, you're lying."
Oh my
And
gosh.
she's just like, "ID," and I was like, "You didn't need," but okay, you're not lying. But you just got to do a live in-person event.
I had a fantastic time. It was great. I don't know. As I was doing the event, I think that you offered it to me for a reason. Like, not just because you were at the Monster Ball. When I don't know how to put it. Never mind.
What? No,
I don't know.
it's all about
Your
the
readings
energy.
are much longer. And I don't think longer readings would have done well at this event.
And I mean, granted, I do at an event like I try to do shorter readings. I really do. I was actually just having this conversation with Corey.
We were just talking about it in the car. Yeah.
Yeah, because like when I am like, let's just do a 10-15 minute reading.
Right.
It's just not as powerful. Like,
no, I get you.
It's still fucking accurate.
Everybody has their own way they go about things.
Right.
You know what I mean? And with you, like you feel the cards. You know what I mean? Like it's a total like it's an experience in itself.
Yeah, like so they get hot for anybody who's new here. They get hot to my hand. But now sometimes I get a visual when because I always have my eyes closed, and sometimes I get like a pop of light. I was doing a reading September 27th, or I'm pretty. It was a card reading, so it had to be September 27th, and I got this. You know how TV static comes sometimes, like
yeah.
When my hand came over the right card,
that's how it feels to me.
I saw that as I was like, it was really hot, but it was like, and that was so cool.
The way that I describe it, because that's how I feel the cards. It doesn't get hot. It literally feels like all of a sudden the atoms are going bzz, 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 bzz.
Yeah.
That's how it feels on my hand. Cool. I also shuffle until I feel that bzz, bzz, bzz feeling, because and then it'll get so strong. And my hands are like vibrating, literally vibrating as I'm shuffling. And then it's and then it stops. And I'm like, yep, no. That's the card. Yeah. It's just that's how it worked. Like, that's how I feel it.
No, I love that feeling. I am very familiar with that feeling. But the heat is the best. Like, that one, it really, and it's gotten so I can, like, talk to them where I'm like, if it's not that hot, but it's warmer than the other cards, I'm like, are you for this person, just not this placement? And they'll, like, get warmer. Like, I have it's like learning this conversation.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually
amazing.
fucking cool.
It is fucking phenomenal.
The ancestor cards are different because, like,
They just be doing shit on their own.
They're
At
so
least for
jokey.
me.
Look, I think it's because both my parents made corny jokes my whole life. That must be like, they didn't just. It's not just that both my parents made corny jokes my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
It's because their parents did, and their parents did, and their parents did, and their parents did. Because, like, these cards got jokes. They think it's so funny. I have to tell them, like, you got to get on track. Like, focus. I did 2 readings with them last night, maybe 3, before I was like, I can't with you guys.
Yeah.
Like, I know you want out of the box. Not tonight. Because I wasn't even going to take them for events,
Right.
and they just kept calling. And how do you tell the ancestors no?
Exactly. Oh, absolutely. Well, 'tis the season.
It is.
You know, that's the thing.
That is the only, like, because I don't want to share them. Like,
Yeah.
I'll share them with my friends like you. You were the first person I did a reading for other than myself with them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so powerful. And they were, like, talking and talking and talking. And I was like, let's get to the point.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like, there are some times where they're like, yeah, sure. I've only used them, I don't know if you've noticed, once on a live. And I've not used them again. Because I don't think they liked it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's how my mushroom cards are. Like, poor motherfucking Zach from the Science Suckers, the Neatcast pod. Poor Zach. Like, that was when my mushroom card said, we don't like this. When we were doing that, the Neatcast pods readings like a year or 2 ago.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
They gave him like the most highbrow mystical reading. And like, I was like, you guys are kind of dicks for this. And they were like, yeah, we don't want to do this. And I was like, but I don't know where my fucking Lord, you got to finish the night. Like, you have to finish. And like, Mike's reading was like, they were tamer because I'd already had that conversation. Like, you are uncool for this shit. Like, this is some highbrow ass, like, you're going to have to be on the lookout. And these are not necessarily people who are used to being on the lookout for those signs. You know what I mean? Not saying that Zach's not in tune, but like, a tarot reader's going to know what to look at for like a highbrow tarot reading. No, I get you. You know what I mean? And I was just like, that was when I realized they only like doing in-person work. Oh, I get you. Like, because I have like 2 or 3 decks like that. I will not do online readings. I have one deck that I use for commercial use. And that's in person and out of person and private readings. And then the others I use for my own personal. Yeah. You know. Like the mushroom cards, they love doing the Halloween readings, which really makes so much sense. You know what I mean? They're the Midnight Magic Mushroom deck, which it just speaks to Samhain energy, right? And then on top of that, they're mushrooms. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they like the dark, they like the shadows, they like the, you know, that which lies unseen, right? So it makes perfect sense that, like, because, like, they were the deck that I did that reading where that teenager definitely knocked up his girlfriend. Oh, yeah? Yeah, like my first, well, not my first private event, but my biggest private event, because, like, when did you do that? That was when Roz worked for, and they hired me to do tarot that one Halloween. That was the one. That's how much they paid you? Damn! For how long? 3 hours. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. That checks out. Yeah. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, and that was back before, like, that was before I was doing like the 30-minute readings. Like, these were 15 to 20 minutes. Right. You know? But I mean, that was when, like, that night, that was one of the first times where I was fully conscious of the fact that people were coming up to me to test me. Yeah, that happened to me yesterday, that one time, and it really pisses me. It doesn't piss me off, it's just like, what's the point in coming to a tarot reader? Yeah. What is the point? Now, if someone's going to come to me and they're actually, like, just a skeptical person, that's totally different. It's totally different. Than coming to
So, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I've actually had this happen twice. Because I told you about the one crazy ass bitch that was like, that was so inaccurate. First of all, I know she just didn't want to hear what she wanted to, what I said. My only experience of people doing that has been old ladies. Really.
Really?
Absolutely. It's like
This
they have
was an
something
older
to prove.
couple. It was a
What? I
man
am
and a
not
woman.
motherfucking
And like,
surprised.
she was so skeptical looking until I called out his fucking gambling addiction.
Ooh. I made a lady cry yesterday. I'm so sorry. We both did Samhain readings yesterday at 2 different events.
Yeah. I was like, I know Maddie would love this because I want to do the monster ball. I just love doing
if something
the
like that happens
ball.
again, please, for the love of God, reach out.
Absolutely. Anytime it's a schedule conflict, you're my first go-to.
Please. Because one, I had a fantastic time. Good. And 2, like, I gave some really great readings.
Yeah.
Like,
I love those in-person Samhain.
Oh, absolutely. Now, I will say I do like doing email readings. I really love doing email readings because I do the reading, okay, and then I'll take pictures or I'll send a video of me doing the reading and then I'll attach the reading. When I do the email reading, it allows me to write everything out that I would, like, so it's like I can talk just fine. But writing it out just allows me to get in the little details that maybe I'd be too excited and accidentally gloss over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, and also what I love about the email readings is they can look back on them.
Yes.
And they can review what happened.
Yeah.
So, like, when I do my online readings, I'll take photos. Sometimes I'll set my phone up and then do a video of me doing the reading. That way they know it's authentic and I'm not just pulling fucking cards out of my ass, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll just attach the video and the image. And I really love doing the written down detailed readings. I really do.
Yeah. I like that, except like when the way my channeling works is I get going, right? And so when I'm typing it out while I'm like trying to go, I miss a bunch of stuff because my brain's working a lot faster than I can type it all out.
I'm going to be honest. I do the reading first and then I lay out the card spread. I read it to myself in my head. And then I go and then I type it out after I do the reading myself.
Oh yeah, I'm just like the way my channeling works is like there comes a point where I don't know the words that are coming out of my mouth. I am just channeling. I will reflect back later and be like, I know there's key points that I hit upon that I know what I was talking about.
It's like when you're writing a book and you don't know, oh shit, that plot hole is not a plot hole anymore. All of a sudden it makes sense. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and so like I have done readings that way multiple times, but then once I at some point, I think it was about 2 years after my kid made me get Snapchat, I started doing my online readings through a Snapchat phone call or like some kind of
I can do that too.
Because like when I'm going, like you can fucking take notes. I can't type as quick as my like it's flowing, and it's not even like my brain's going. It's I'm saying things that they're not coming directly from me at a certain point in the reading. Like once it starts going, it's just like it. It's easier for me. Like, or I'm sorry. Let me say, I think it is a better experience for my sitter.
Oh, absolutely.
If they get to just hear what I'm saying.
Oh, no, you are absolutely right.
And there's nothing wrong with doing the type out email.
Oh, no, I do. I genuinely.
That's how I used to do them for Etsy.
I mean, I will. So I'll do with my readings that I have on Etsy. By the way, both Amber and I have readings available on Etsy. And if you want a reading from both of us on this podcast,
email whichistalkingtarot@gmail.com.
Yes.
And you can be our sitter for an 8-card / 4-week-ish long reading. It doesn't take that long to get the reading. That's how long the reading extends in time for you. And it's $35.
Yes.
And you get to see us.
I'll do it either way. Sorry. Like what I do as a tarot reader that does online readings is someone will make their purchase. I'll immediately message them or message them within a couple minutes. Hey, how are you? How would you prefer to receive your reading? Would you prefer a detailed email, a video call, or something more personal, just a regular phone call? So they make that call. Can't lie, I do prefer it when they choose email. Yeah. But video calls are okay too.
Yeah. I mean, I just prefer, like, it's a me thing.
Mhm.
100%. I prefer it that way. Like, I really do. Like,
Mhm.
it's not that it's not possible to do an online reading without that, like, that right now connection. I just
Mhm.
like it.
No, absolutely. Like, and that's the
There's
thing.
nothing wrong with it
Every
either
single
way.
tarot reader does things differently.
Yeah. The one
Like,
thing I won't do virtually, though, is tea leaf reading. I'm not doing
absolutely,
that
no, you
virtually.
can't do
I
that
can't move the
virtually.
cup myself.
You can't.
And
And okay,
that's
controversial.
part of the thing.
Controversial. I don't understand how you can do Reiki via online either. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe if you're doing a video chat, I still think there's going to be a huge block right there. But somebody sending email Reiki, no, I just don't see it. I don't understand.
So let's go hypothetical, right? Because I've heard of it in this light, and I'm like, maybe. Hypothetically, this is a portal.
It is.
This is a portal.
Yeah, that's why I do think you can. I just don't think the energy's the same as, you know what I'm saying? Let you finish,
I would
though.
think that you would absolutely have to have a two-way. Like,
Mhm.
I can't be watching your TikTok live and
Mhm.
you're doing all of this.
Nah, I get you.
Are you guys feeling it? Do you like it? I'm
Wait, no,
taking
you
all
gotta
that
shake your thing. Yeah.
I don't have my
I
no
know!
bracelet on. Damn it! It's in the bedroom. I'm sorry, y'all.
Right, but no, I get you. And I do think if you do a one-on-one video call, there's maybe that little touch, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything compared to doing in person. But the same thing with tarot reading. True. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Granted, what I do when I do readings, and I love doing this, I love it. Before I do a reading, I'll ask someone their name, and then I'll ask them their age, because that's what I can focus on at that time. I don't know you personally, but I can focus on your first and last name and your age. Narrows it down.
Yeah.
Every time I ask a woman, "And how old are you?" the look I get, and I love it so much. And then they tell me how old they are. I said, "You're not lying, are you? Because it's gonna fuck up the energy." Like this one lady, she came in, she's like, "I'm 76 years old." I said, "Okay, first of all, you can't be lying about that. I know you're 21, so don't be fucking with the energy." Anyway, that is what I personally focus on when I, and it's it works the same when I do my online readings as well. Please send your name. You can send your full name, specifically your first and last, as well as your age, and then you can add your birthday if you want to. It just makes it easy to narrow down on who I'm reading for.
Fair.
Fair. But I don't want to ask too much questions.
No, I get you.
Because I do like talking while giving my readings.
That gives an energetic link. I don't ask for that much when I do a reading, so that's why I'm all like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, fair.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
But again, usually when I'm doing a reading, it's a back and forth exchange.
Exactly. Well, you're talking.
Energy. Exactly.
You're having the energy continuously going. Your
quite
readings,
literally
well,
current.
Your
it's
readings
an
are
also
longer than mine, so the energy is just constantly flowing. My readings last from about 10 to 12, maybe 15 minutes. Whereas yours are.
Well, and they keep coming out as like 7-card readings. Like, it's so hard to do a 7-card reading in under 20 minutes.
Yesterday, I was supposed to do 3-card readings, and I ended up doing like 5 or 6 for a lot of people, which was like, God. But you can't fucking control that. Nope. You feel it. That's channel, what came out. Exactly.
Just like King of Cups reversed had to come out multiple times so that deception would definitely be called out. Called out.
Oh, absolutely. 10-10. 10-10.
Oh, calling out that deception. 10-10. Seriously, though. Like, the readings at Samhain are just, like, they are truly pleasant. Like, they are so much fun. Like,
the energy is playful and fun because the ancestors are playful and fun. I love it so much.
I do, too. And, like, I think that partly it's your sitter is also more open whether they realize it or not because of the energy of Samhain. Like, people are a little bit looser. They're just freer.
Having fun.
They're having fun. Quite often where I'm doing readings, they are lubricated. They are quite maybe not inebriated.
They're vulnerable.
Well, and that's so funny that you say that word because, like, maybe they are vulnerable. So, like, people who are trying to, like, bully somebody else into getting a reading, no, I don't do that. Because anybody that doesn't want a reading, I'm not doing it.
No,
Because
it's gonna fuck
you're
me.
gonna, you're gonna fuck up my energy. You're gonna fuck up my night. You're probably gonna give me a headache. You're probably gonna make me nauseous. And it's not because I don't like you. It's because the energy's funky because you're fighting it the whole time. And you're fighting it because you're super uncomfortable. So it just makes it really fucking bad for me. It's not like being tested.
Yeah.
It's way different than the being tested. Because being tested sucks. And it's just harder. I hate, like, last year, I had these two girls that sat down. And they were obviously, like, the one getting the reading wasn't testing me. But the one she was with was. And I was like, I rolled my eyes so many fucking times while I was doing that reading, and I wanted to say, bitch, you don't have to make this so hard.
Right.
Why are you doing this? And now I think it's because she didn't want her friend to know the info, but why?
Absolutely.
Why are you doing me like that? Why are you fucking my night up? I just took a dab, bitch.
That's another
Leave
thing
me alone.
is people, they go and they get their reading and they're with a friend, but then they're like, oh my god, I don't want my friend to hear this. I always ask, when someone comes in as a couple, are you wanting to do this individually? Are you wanting to do this, what's the plan here, because the one lady that I gave a reading to last night where it said she was very jealous and she needed to let go of her jealousy and insecurity. And what's meant for her is going to come, but she's holding herself back by wanting what somebody else has. Oh my god. Tears in her eyes, would not address it, would not elaborate. She goes, oh, thanks. Her best friend was sitting right beside her. I know it had to do with her best friend. Whether it's a job or her boyfriend, I don't know. It was definitely something. She was so upset with that reading at the fact that it was said with her friend beside her. Because I know if it was just me and her, she'd be more
open. Yeah, no. Yeah. I forever am like, whether it's a Samhain event or any of the other events I do, like, I'm like, so are you cool with, like, this, do you want these people to leave? Like, what's up?
Well, and I think a lot of people don't realize when I'm like, you want this to be private or is everybody here? Oh, everybody's here. They don't realize at the time, like, you sure? Because then they get their reading and they're like, I don't know.
I can't lie. My favorite thing is I'm talking and my sitter is just looking at me and their friends keep, like, darting their eyes back and forth
love
what
it.
I'm saying to
It's the
them, like,
best.
oh my god, like, oh my god. And I'm just like, yeah, bitch, keep talking. Like that one person that came and told you about me, not knowing that we were best friends at Jomo Pride.
Yeah.
And, like, that's how it was. Well, every time I said something, one of that person's friends, their head just popped at them.
I love it. It's
they were in the middle and had, like, 3 people around them, and each of the friends at different times would just look at each other or look at them. I'm not sure if they were them or her.
Dude, no, stop. I am so sorry.
Do you remember?
I didn't know. I'm just
so
like,
great.
I have to.
Sorry.
Yesterday, I pull, and I hate pulling this card in readings. I hate it. Because every time I pull it, I'm like, I'm going to sound like a goddamn charlatan. I'm pulling the card, and do you know what I'm thinking?
Lovers reversed.
The Lovers. Absolutely. Lovers. I'm like, I'm doing this reading. They're like, yeah, you're next, you're next, you're next. Okay, well, I pull 6 of Cups. And then I'm like, Lovers, what is this saying? Is someone coming back from your past? And they're like, oh my god! Oh my god! You're not I know, it's the best. Literally jumps out of her chair and then she's like, can I please take a picture of this? Can I please take I told you. I'm like, thank God, because that could have gone really bad.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I trust the cards and I trust my channeling.
But people's reactions, we have no control over.
If I'm sitting there saying, no control, someone from your past is coming back, and I have the Lovers card.
They could be like, oh my god, I have a stalker.
Or my thought is like, oh, that's what somebody who's a charlatan would say. Like, or somebody from your past that's tall, dark, and handsome is coming. And you're going to be in a relationship again. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
God, I hate it when they put too many.
Like, it's like, or if I say something like, there's
this old white bearded man I see because I got the King of Coins.
Right, oh my god, exactly. It's like when somebody came in and was specifically asking about something, she goes, I just really need to know about this. I'm going through so much. I need to know. And I pull the 10 of Swords. And I'm like, oh my God, something's coming to an end. Like, these things are just things you see on TV, and I'm just like, how can I say this without sounding like that when
Well,
it's legit? You
right,
know
and
what I'm
it's like the
saying?
same when their response is like, I kind of know what this is, but none of the rest of it makes sense. And it's like, okay, well, this isn't necessarily happening right now,
Uh-huh.
but this is something, it's a tool to give you an idea of what the energies
Mhm.
say when this does come
Exactly.
about, because it's going to come about pretty soon, probably
Well,
within, and it's like the energies
mhm.
don't speak clearly, they
Mhm.
speak vaguely so that you have free will while you use the tools
Right.
available.
Mhm.
It's like that time that we gave my old friend Kelly, who was
Mhm.
like on one of our very first episodes, and she was my best friend when I was like 11 or 12.
Mhm.
And we gave her a reading on one of our lives,
Uh-huh.
and it was one of the 3 card readings.
Mhm.
And it was like basically that her husband was being
Oh,
deceptive, and
yes. And
he
you don't
was
wanna say they're like, "Of course you're saying that."
right,
But,
and
like,
it seemed like he was cheating on her.
right.
Turns out he was being deceptive. He was keeping things from her because he was planning her
Oh my
40th surprise
gosh.
birthday party.
Oh my god. Okay, we're
And so
just
it's
talking
like,
about readings at
it
this
looked
point.
like absolutely that can't be true. And it was true, just not how everybody thought that the cards were saying. Because every step came out right, just not about him cheating. He was being
Mhm.
deceptive for a different reason.
I gave so many good readings yesterday. Now I have to tell you about this one because we're just talking about our Samhain readings at this point, right? And it's not like we're revealing any information about these people, right? We're
Right.
just I
Don't say his
had
name. Don't say his name.
right.
I'm just kidding.
I
I'm just kidding.
had a
I will not.
husband and wife come in, and she says
Yes.
he needs a reading. He needs a reading. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. No, I did it because he wanted one. As I'm shuffling, the Emperor pulls out. That was him. 100%. I set that aside. I continue shuffling. I've got the Nine of Swords. Not just the Nine of Swords, I've got King of Coins reversed. I've got the Eight of Coins. And then I've got the Seven of Cups, the What If card, the Anxiety card. And I'm over here like, here we go. I'm just going to go for it at this point. Because sometimes I'm like, how can I word this? No. You're the emperor. You are the patriarch in your family. I get a feeling you're the provider. I said, we've got the Nine of Swords. We're struggling. We've got anxiety. We've got stress we're really dealing with. I'm like, it looks here with the King of Coins. We're really worried about money. We're totally stressing about money. Maybe you have a boss that's not giving you the hours that you need. As I'm talking, they're like,
Fucking
I
love readings like that.
literally was
I mean, not a
about
great reading,
to
but
cry as I gave this reading because this reading was so sad.
sad.
This man was
Mm.
obviously, and she was like, yes, I'm a stay at home wife. We have 2 kids, as I'm giving the reading, right? And I'm just like, this man is trying
So
so
hard
hard
to
to
keep his shit
provide
together.
and keep his shit together. And he is right on the verge of a fucking breakdown. And I looked at him, and that is the first time I've had a man have tears in his eyes as I'm giving him this reading. And I had tears in his eyes because, of course, I'm relating it to my own husband. I think I also pulled the Four of Swords and it was reversed. And I'm like, bro, you've
Rest.
got to rest. You've got to. And it was one of the final readings of the night because those were the best. But
Mm. Yeah, once
that
that
reading
energy gets flowing.
actually broke my fucking heart because it's
Yeah.
like, God, you are actually killing yourself right now. You are working so hard, and it's so sad.
The
I mean,
readings, yeah, the readings that make me cry are when I channel a dead loved one to give the
mhm,
reading.
mhm,
Like last year, one of my very first readings at the Monster Ball was a woman
mhm.
whose son had committed
Oh,
suicide,
that's
and
right. Yeah.
the reading was from him to her, letting her know, like, it's okay to live your life
Mhm,
and, like, continue on. And every fucking time I've noticed, because, like, I don't cry every time I give a reading. I
no,
rarely
yeah.
cry when I give a reading. Like, I try to be very professional, right?
Right.
I don't want to cry giving you a reading. Like, that seems
Right.
unprofessional. But every time that I have cried from the reading I've given, it is because I channeled a dead loved one with a message to their person sitting in
Mhm,
front of me. And that shit is like, it's like all this emotion is traveling through you.
mhm.
And at the end of the reading, whatever emotion is left
Uh-huh.
is just inside of you.
Mhm.
because now you're done channeling.
Yeah.
But there's like this residual. It's almost like when you ground, but you like don't release enough energy from the earth or something.
Right.
This Samhain, I have
And I mean
not
that happens
channeled
a
a
lot.
dead loved
It's
one,
yeah.
thankfully.
Oh, you haven't.
Not
Okay.
this Samhain.
Mhm.
There's still time.
There is still time.
My
Well-
hands just. Well, I guess I channeled my dead loved
Yeah,
one.
right. That's what I was thinking. But
you know,
is
if
there
you
any-
haven't taken the advantage of getting a Samhain reading, keep an eye out on your local events because a reading at Samhain is just so much fun.
it's so
You should always
magical.
take advantage.
Yes. You think
That's
a good
I
way
mean,
to
I
end
could
it?
talk about fun readings
I know. I'm
all
like,
day,
you think that's
so.
a good way to end it?
I
Well,
think so.
if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Witches Talking Tarot.
You can find us on the X at Classiest Witches because we are the classiest witches you know. You can also let these classy witches know how much you want to support us with your patronage on patreon.com/Witches Talking Tarot. So a big shout out and thank you to Victoria.
Death by DVD.
Thanks so much for coming to sit with us for a spot.